Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday morning. I'm meteorologist Leonard Josiah with the Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Services. Let's take a look at your tropical weather update for today. And already we're looking at the National Hurricane Center 7-day outlook, and we're already seeing Hurricane Francine that is forecast to move onshore very shortly. Maximum sustained winds as of 11 o'clock this morning, 90 miles an hour, and the Gulf states are pretty much on target to receive the brunt of this particular feature. We're looking at another hatched area right here, but for us in the Eastern Caribbean, we continue to look to the main development area. The National Hurricane Center has given us a little spot right here, very close to the island, the chain AL93 and AL94, and this particular area right here has been hatched a red spot as 11 o'clock this morning has become tropical depression number 7. Let's take you into the closer shot here, the Leeward Islands and the British Virgin Islands. Islands further towards the south include Barbados and Trinidad and Tobago. Let's take you further towards the west, Puerto Rico and Hispaniola, the Caribbean Sea. This is a weak spot right here, a well-defined area of low pressure. This is another well-defined area of low pressure, and this particular one, we are looking at a still visual imagery for us this morning. This particular area here is now tropical depression number 7. For tropical depression number 7 is forecast to move on towards the west to northwest, stay well away from the island chain out towards the open Atlantic, and curve back and move on towards the west. So we're not going to be paying closer attention to it for right now. But let's take you in a little bit more closer to AL92 and AL94. Take a look at the spinning that's already taking place right here. This particular area is forecast to move towards the west to northwest, and this particular area is forecast to move towards the west. Let me change my shot just a little bit and give you some more perspective. Here are the Leeward Islands and British Virgin Islands, Dominica, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, and you're seeing already that AL92 and AL94, they are very close in proximity, and in the next couple of days this one is forecast to be into the Leeward Islands come sometime on Friday, and this one here during the course of the weekend. Well, the yellow spots are suggesting the National Hurricane Center is giving it a less than 30% chance of development, but nonetheless we are going to be monitoring them. They possibly will come through us as tropical wave, and for us here during the course of the weekend, well, we generally could look out for some rainy conditions. Well, let's take a look at what the forecast models are suggesting. Already you're seeing a tropical depression number 7 already moving on towards the west to northwest, but our eyes continue to be peeled to those two spots. Already you're not seeing the European model giving anything of a due to them. They are forecast to enter into what we call hostile weather conditions, and they're generally degenerating into just a tropical wave. Hopefully will bring us some rainfall. The GFS model continues to show the very same thing. Here are they moving off towards the west to northwest, not generating much at all. The ICON model is suggesting that this particular feature AL92 will move on towards the west to northwest, and is likely to be just to the north of the Leeward Islands, Antigua and Barbuda, and the rest of the Leeward Islands right here. But none of them are developing at this time. So in terms of our forecast, we are not looking for tropical cyclone activity, but we are still in the peak of the hurricane season, and we're going to keep our eyes peered to what is likely to take place closer to home. You have been hearing a lot about a deep layered trough, the British Virgin Islands, the Leeward Islands, and islands further towards the south. This particular troughiness has been creating much of rainfall in the British Virgin Islands yesterday. Some of the lingering layer type clouds are with us right now. By the way, here is AL94 moving off towards the west to northwest. Some lingering instability is forecast to remain with us during the course of the next 24 hours, but the trough is forecast to lift out towards the west to northwest, and a ridge is likely to be built. But for us, during the course of the 24 hours today, we're still giving you a moderate chance of a passing shower in our neck of the woods on the most mostly cloudy skies. So let's give you what our forecast is for Antigua and Barbuda, the rest of the Leeward Islands, and the British Virgin Islands. Well, today, Wednesday, 60% chance of showers. Higher chance of showers coming into the weekend because of those two tropical waves. Montserrat, we're looking at the very same thing, a 60% chance of some showers in your neck of the woods for today, even on Thursday, but a higher chance of showers come Friday going on into Saturday. St. Kitts had some morning showers this morning. The radar continues to show that some of these showers are now decreasing, but yet still a 60% chance of some shower during the course of the rest of the day. We're looking at a higher chance of showers come the weekend. If you're in Anguilla and the British Virgin Islands, we're looking at a 60% chance of showers because of that trough, a 60% chance of showers going on into Thursday, looking right down into the weekend, a higher chance of showers come Friday and on Saturday because of those two particular features, AL 92 and AL 94 in our neck of the woods. Remember that we are in the peak of the hurricane season, and we will be monitoring those two systems very, very closely. Thanks a lot for engaging with us right here at the Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Services. We are your trusted source for your Leeward Islands and your British Virgin Islands in terms of your hazard outlook for right now. Everything looks rather quiet, but remember to stay vigilant and prepared. You can give us a call at our hotline at 463-4638. Log on to our website at antiguamet.com. And as I leave you, I always say that the weather will always change, but you keep weathering your weather in spite of the weather, whether you like it or not. I'm Leonard Josiah, wishing you a safe and productive day.